Hello friends and gym enthusiasts. Today we're going to talk about squats. Everybody wants to have the big legs and the strong legs, but we have to talk about the safety on how to properly execute a squat. Today we're going to be doing it on the free weight rack, which is one of the hardest ways to do it, and it's very intimidating at first. We're going to talk about safety, technique, and how to use the emergency or safety arms, and how to do the racks, how to adjust the height of them. So we're gonna be talking about this, and I'm gonna be showing you step by step on how I do a squat. And even if we go heavy, we'll always be safe. All right, so I am gonna show you how to unrack it and everything, and the steps that we need to do safely. All right, guys. In order for me to show you how I do this, I had to turn the rack around the way you see my front side. Alright, now I'm going to show you how to adjust the height of the hooks or the racks. So this one's a little bit high for me, and a lot of people like to have it this high up and then get on their tippy toes to get it out and then start stepping backwards. For me, not only is it a waste of movement, it's also very dangerous, because we always have to consider as if the bar had 300 pounds on it. So we're always going to pretend like it has so much weight. So if we start to do those little things like that, that's where we can get ourselves hurt, because we can miss one side from getting unhooked properly, and we can fall. So the way I'm going to do it, I'm going to lower this one level down in order for it to be really comfortable for me, and I'll show you how I'm gonna get it out.
So only one foot down.
And I know it might look like it's really low, but trust me, it will be safer. But I am gonna show you that with this space, this is all you need to do your squats. I usually put my index fingers on those lines that are marked on the bar. That way I get myself very centered before I go under the bar. So right now we're centered and right underneath it. And instead of getting out the bar with one leg, we're gonna get it out with both legs at the same time. Reminder, we're pretending that it's like 300 pounds. So, and it's already off the hooks. And we're gonna take small step backs. 1, 2, 1, 2. In order for us to stay within the safety of the emergency arms or safety arms. Also, I am going to show you right now how to adjust these. Now, a lot of people like to set them right at the height of the knee, which is not a very good idea, because we have seen videos where the safety arm is too low, and when people fail, they fall forward, or there's accidents that happen because of that. I'm gonna show you where. So when we squat and we're all the way down, even if you only squat parallel, but when you fail, you get stuck all the way at the bottom of your flexibility. So the arms, you want them to be shoulder height. So for me, in this one, I'm gonna have it right here. So that way when I have the bar on my back or front, it hits right here when I completely fit. And that's gonna look like so. We're gonna adjust our feet position to be on the quote-unquote normal position, which is the position that targets your whole legs, quads, hamstrings, and glutes all together. And we're gonna have it give and take shoulder width. Then we're gonna angle out our toes, so they're gonna look like so. And so in this position, I'm comfortable and I'm ready to squat. Now, tip: when you squat, one of the really important things is for your knees to follow your toes. And so now we're gonna squat, and you'll see how the safety arms work. So when we squat, then let's say we go real deep, they should not touch the safety arms. Now let's say that I completely fail and I have 300 pounds on my back, 7 reps, 8 reps, and I'm trying to go for that one last rep. And on my way up, I just can't do it. That right there. Now you're safe. Now of course you could click it one lower when you completely drop all the way down, even as you fell. As your choice. I recommend just that safe area where it's not all the way at the bottom. So try it when you set it up. I'm gonna show you how to do sumo squats, and you'll see how the safety arms still come into play. So step by step on how to do this squats. Index fingers on my lines, on my marks. Get under, dead in the center. Both feet at the same time to push up. Small step back, small steps back. Now we're gonna do sumo squats. So we're gonna spread our legs, small steps, small steps. Almost, for me, almost at the complete length of the squat rack. And your toes are still pointing out. And then as we squat down, again, the knees follow the toes, right? On these sumo squats particularly, we should not go very deep. We should just hit parallel. This targets the glutes and the hamstrings, especially on the way up. When we squat down, it squats, and on the bottom position, you'll feel your glutes activate and your hamstrings. And on the way up, we squeeze to get up. Down, squeeze on your way up. You push and squeeze at the same time. Right here. And then so that we fell, same deal. We just fell right here and completely nothing happened. You don't get hurt. It has everything safe for it. It'll get hooked on the safety part of the back, and you're good to just get back up. I'm gonna show you another position, but this time I'm gonna elevate my heels. I'm gonna target quads and quads only. So I love using this one because the thickness just feels right. I'm not very tall, so for me this one feels right. If you're tall, you have a bigger foot. The 45, since they're thicker, they're gonna elevate proportionate to your height. This one, give and take, is 1 inch. Some rubber weights are give and take the same. But for me, I don't like to elevate my heel too much because I do feel like I am gonna fall, and I see that it puts more pressure on the patella ligaments as we squat down. We're gonna set it down, and everything for me has to be very precise. It has to be almost perfect. We have to align everything that we're not crooked, when we're doing exercises and we don't hurt ourselves. So we're gonna put them on the floor, but right at the end of the safety arms. So they'll go about right here. So the safety arms, and they're just right in front of them, just a tiny little bit. In this position, I want them a little bit more narrow than my normal position because we're gonna keep our feet straight so we can target the lower part of the quad and all of the quad. Mark, get underneath it and centered, both legs, and push up. We're clear of the hooks, and small steps back, small steps back. We find the plate and we elevate the heel. We put the heel on them. And then the feet are going to be looking straight forward. On this one, we can go just parallel, and it still targets the quads really, really good. And up, parallel, and up. Or this one, while your feet are elevated, it still gives you a good sense of balance. So we can go all the way down as we can. And again, we can adjust the arms to go a little bit lower on this one. And up, down, up. Same concept, same deal. When we fell, that's why we have the safety arms, and we just stay in this position. We don't panic, and we go back up. On this elevated position, you can go heavy as well. Just know that you're gonna be safe inside the squat rack. Never step out. It's a big no-no. As we have seen in TikTok videos and all kinds of videos, people hurting themselves because they step out, or they just simply don't have squat racks. They don't have the safeties for it. So elevated squats, even if you have 300 pounds on your back, is very comfortable to balance, and you can go heavy. One last thing that I want to point out, the way I use the bar, I set it very high up, so it's called a high bar. For me, I don't really recommend lower bar, particularly for myself. I have a herniated disc, and so I have to be very conscious of my back and keeping it straight as possible. And if I have a low bar, like so, it makes it feel like a leg press. And so when you go down, you're putting a lot of pressure on your lower back. So we're doing this right here. For one, it shortens the range of motion on your squats, therefore maybe hindering a little bit of your gains. And second of all, it puts a lot of pressure on your lower back. And we often see the mistake of doing this when doing a low bar. This right here, they go down normally, but on the way up, as it gets really heavy, they tend to kick back, and then with the back. I know I exaggerate the movement, but usually it's hard to catch that. So they go down and then up, and then they can't do it no more because the weight is so heavy, and so they kick back like such, and then they do this. That is very dangerous, my friends. So let's not do that. Again, for me, high bar, right on top of the shoulders and traps, and going down, up, down, up. To rack it back down, the way it's slow, it's all right. We can just squat down a little bit and just hit it on the rack and let it sit. So there you have it, friends. I hope this video can help you on the next time that you try free weight squats. Remember, safety, technique, and adjusting the safety racks properly will get you to do a really good squat, which will be for better gains. Now, don't be afraid to start out light. There's no shame in going light. I always say this: ego lifting is not good and get you hurt. Legs work differently. We can hit high volume of repetitions with light weight, and our legs will still grow. So guys, stay safe, get those gains, and if you like this video, please like and follow.